Welcome back, everybody. I recently won an eBay auction lot described as Proto and Plomb tools. I paid $74.68 all in to the door. Let's take a look. All right, the first item up is a Proto Los Angeles 1/2 inch double square 8-point socket, 3/8 drive. We have a number of 3/8 drive shallow sockets. I'll go through them pretty quick. Here's a 3/8, 12-point, 7/16, 12-point. All these are Proto, 5/16, 6-point, 11/16, 12-point, 5/8, 12-point, 3/4, 12-point. I see quite a few have this star stamp on them. I would assume that's some sort of way to date these. I'll have to maybe look online if anyone wants to provide a resource. That'd be great. And this one looks like it could be an impact socket, little 3/8 drive, 9/16, 6-point. Sticking with the Proto, we have hardly anything in this slot is actually Plomb. Here's a Proto 3/8 to 1/2 inch adapter. Proto 3/8 universal swivel adapter. I have a 13/16 spark plug socket. I did check the rubber boot is still inside. Here's sort of an interesting socket. I don't think I've seen this one before. It's a Proto. It has a little spring-loaded action in there. And it has a flat tip sort of slotted blade inside. Now I have two guesses. I mean, it reminds me of like a carburetor adjustment tool, but it seems a little bit bigger than the ones I've seen. I'm going to guess that this is for adjusting valves. Could be totally off, but that's my best guess. 3/8 drive. We did get two Proto crowfoot sockets. This one's a 1 1/16, and this one is 1 1/4. My mistake. We actually got three. Here is a 1/2 inch. I'll move through we'll go through the deep sockets kind of quickly. We do have a Proto Los Angeles 11/16, 6-point. These are 3/8 drive, by the way. Proto 3/4, 12-point. A 5/8, 6-point. 7/16, 12-point. 9/16, 12-point. 5/8, 12-point. 1/2 inch, 12-point. This is our first Plomb socket. This is a 3/4, 12-point 3/8 drive. And the last of the sockets is going to be a Los Angeles Proto 13/16, 12-point. We do have about a 3-inch Proto extension. The logo is stamped a little crooked. 3/8 drive, if I didn't say so already. The next four items are all Plomb. This is a 3/8 universal adapter. This is a 7/16 swivel socket, 12-point. I think everything in this slot is 3/8 drive. This is another 7/16. A lot of the old swivels I get, no matter the brand, are extremely loose when they're, from the 50s and 60s. I don't know if that's how many of them were sold or if it's just years worth of use. But even the old snap-ons I have from the 30s and 40s, there's no tension whatsoever in the socket, even ones that don't look like they're used that much. Just not sure if they were sold with as much tension as the ones they sell today. This one has a little bit more, but it could just be dirt. This one is a 3/8, 12-point. This piece was actually one of them that I was, one of the reasons why I was buying the lot, because it looked interesting, and in fact, it's neither Proto or Plomb. It's a carburetor tool. It's a 3/8 drive. It's got a hollow back on it. I don't know if something's made to go in there. And it also has a hole here. There was a rod included in here, but I don't know if it goes with this piece. It fits in this piece. I don't know if it's made for this piece or if it's made for another extension that came with this set. But here's a 3/8 drive carburetor tool. The other extension that's a possibility is this one. This is an old Plomb 3/8 drive, and it does fit in there as well. So I don't know which one it's for. It does have a friction ball on one side, but fits either one. I would guess it's maybe for this one, but I really have no idea. The reason why I would guess it's for this one is just because the chrome is somewhat the same compared to the finish on here is so much different. But not 100% sure this extension is about 10 inches long. There's another one of these extensions in here by the same size. This one's made by Proto. 3/8 drive again. Everything in here is 3/8 drive. This one does not have the hole drilled out for the T-handle, but it's about another 10-inch. Do have a few hex bits. This one's a little bit ground on the end. 5/32. 7/32. These are Proto, by the way. 1/8 inch. And a 1/4 inch. Now here we have a Proto. It says 5/16. It is made for a hex bit. Now, the piece they have in there is ground to be in there. I don't know that it belongs in there. I don't know why they would call this a 5/16 bit. It's obviously a Phillips bit. Usually there would be a number, what number it is. So I don't know that this belongs in there. I would say that's about a number 3 Phillips. Here's a piece I thought was kind of cool. It's a little Proto sliding T-handle breaker bar. It's in really good shape. Next is a Proto 3/8 drive ratchet. I forgot how thin the heads were on these. Seems to work well in both directions. And this is the last piece in the lot, and it's kind of the last piece that really caught my eye when I was looking at the lot. Is one of these ratchet adapters. Well, I guess it's a breaker bar adapter, 3/8 drive, and it works well in both directions. So I think this is my first Proto adapter like this. So altogether, there was 41 items in this lot, so it's a little less than $2 per item. Not bad, considering there's stuff like the ratchet and ratcheting adapter, and breaker bar, and a couple of unique tools, I guess. But that's going to be all for this one. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.